So originally I was going to make a video today going over the patch notes that came out today for Modern Warfare 3. However, the patch notes really weren't much, and all you need to know is remember how they completely broke Warzone when Season 3 Reloaded came out to the point where you couldn't really reload. In fact, I was streaming the other day. You should check out my stream, link down in the description. It's my Twitch. And I was streaming and yeah, I played one game and it just didn't work. One. Reload. Fighting. Oh, that's the read. I was gonna reload, but I knew it would cancel, and then he had a bigger magazine. I don't think that's playable, honestly. That is extremely frustrating. Apparently the fix is going to come out later today for that. But the patch notes were extremely short. They fixed the bugs involving Warzone, and that was pretty much it. So I'm not going to make an entire video on that. Instead, what we're going to be doing today is diving into the wild Season 4 leaks for Call of Duty, Modern Warfare 3, Warzone, zombies, everything in between. Like I said, there are some really wild things in here, which moving forward involve Black Ops 6, Fallout, and much more. But the first thing I wanted to talk about, let's start out by talking about the new weapon leaks. So when it comes to weapons, essentially we have 4 new weapons that have been leaked. First off, we have the STG-44. If you played Call of Duty Vanguard, you saw this weapon a lot. That's really all I need to say about this one. On top of that, we have a fan favorite, a sniper rifle, the Kar 98K, and it is rumored that this gun is going to have, I don't know whether it is a jack kit or whatever, but it'll have a bayonet attachment, which is pretty fun. Then we have another fan favorite, the SPAS 12. Now, this was kind of always everyone's favorite all the way back into the original Modern Warfare 2. But apparently it is getting either a jack kit or an attachment. Again, not sure yet, which is going to be akimbo. Yeah, you didn't hear me wrong. Akimbo SPAS 12s. I don't see how that can't be overpowered. And then finally, we have our new melee weapon that is going to be a spear. Now, none of this is wild, like I mentioned. Where things start to get wild is when we get into the events and operators and things along those lines. So starting out, we have an event that is going to be the Black Ops 6 event, aka the Call of Duty 2024 event. And at this point, I don't know whether this is just going to be a kind of like multiplayer zombies event like we've seen, where you kind of go through the tiers and by the end you get this weapon, which is very clearly an homage to the weapon, the Sally weapon that we see in the Black Ops 1 kind of promotional material. In that game, in that promotional material, it says Sally 8. However, this one says Sally with Roman numerals of 6. Telling us that the next Black Ops game is most likely to be titled 6. So that event is going to be happening at some point. It is rumored to actually be happening before Season 4. But where things get wild is the next one that was found within the game files. Keep in mind, everything that we are talking about here is leaks, which means none of it is 100% confirmed, but what it is in the game files. So first off, we have an event for Fallout. No, you didn't hear me wrong. And this one is incredibly interesting because there's a lot that they could do here. They could have dog meat as one of your pets that can kind of go and assassinate people. They could also have power armor, and this could be just for a skin, or it could be as a skin for the Juggernaut suit. Very possible there as well. But what makes this more interesting to me is because Xbox bought Call of Duty. They bought Activision, they bought Blizzard, therefore buying Call of Duty. They also have all these other IPs, including Fallout, because they bought Bethesda, but they also have Halo, they have Gears of War, and because they're already crossing over with Fallout, one of their new acquisitions, it's only a matter of time before we see something like Gears of War or Halo, which to me is insane because way back in the day when I started playing Call of Duty, everyone was Halo versus Call of Duty. Which one is better? And today we might actually see a crossover, which is insane. Now, the other events that got leaked include a Gundam event and the Crow event, which are slated actually to come out in August, but apparently we might be getting it in Season 4, or maybe we'll be waiting for Season 5 or Season 4 Reloaded, but they are all events that were found within the game files. The next thing that we have is operators. The first one is Frank Woods. Now, I'm assuming this will come during either the reveal for Black Ops 6 or during that Black Ops 6 event that we just talked about. Now, as far as this operator, what I think they should do with this is at the end of Black Ops 2, we see that back in the Panama invasion, we had Frank Woods get shot in the knee. And after this, in the year 2025, during the events of Black Ops 2, he was old man Frank Woods, and he was in a wheelchair. What I am saying is I think they should put his skin in a wheelchair in Modern Warfare 3. at least, the very least, they should put him in as Old Man Frank Woods to make it fit with the year 2024. I highly doubt they're going to do that, but that's what I would do if I was them, because that's different. And if he's in a wheelchair, tip of the hat to them. So then we have our other operators, which include Time, spelt like the spice, Sage, and Void. I'm guessing Void is going to be the Black Cell operator, and Time and Sage are going to be another two. Don't know what they look like, don't know who they are at this point, but those are the names of them. Moving into what we know about zombies. First of all, with Season 4, we are going to get another unstable rift, so I'm guessing something similar to what we've already seen in the game. Just one more, just like they keep doing over and over and over again. And then another thing that I've seen people talking about, I haven't necessarily seen any leaks in it, but is them potentially putting in some sort of grief or PvP mode into this zombies. The problem is I don't see how that would work at all. If one person has Mags of Holding and one person does not, that is a very, very powerful difference. And then also losing your loot, people taking it, it doesn't really fit. It would have to be a completely separate playlist and work completely differently. And I just don't see it fitting into zombies as a game. Now, that being said, if they built out a game like this, I think it would be a lot of fun and essentially be DM Zombies, which I really thought that's what they were going to do this year. And that, of course, never came to fruition. So I'm just curious. It was more a thought experiment. I'm curious if that's something you guys would be interested in, or do you like zombies just being PvE, or do you think they could fit something in like this, like DM Zombies, or I don't know. Let me know what you think down in the comments. And then the final thing is Warzone. And that, again, this is one of the wild things about the Season 4 leaks. There are no leaks for Warzone. None whatsoever. With Season 3 Reloaded, we had the bunkers open up, but aside from that, literally nothing. It's rumored that they are working on some sort of big map ranked play, but we haven't heard anything about it. And big map has kind of been left behind, and Resurgence is seemingly what everyone is playing. So I don't know what's going on with Warzone. And that, again, is pretty wild if you ask me, because Warzone has been their bread and butter, and there just really hasn't been any updates to it aside from adding Resurgence maps. So I don't know if they're amping up for Verdansk, and Raven is just back there trying to pump out what they have, getting ready for Black Ops 6, getting ready for Verdansk, getting ready for everything like that. One more thought experiment. Just imagine for a second, when we get the Warzone update for Black Ops 6, if it's not Verdansk, how mad people are going to be. At this point, we have kind of forced their hand for that to be the big map that comes then. And if it's not, I think people are going to riot. So I would really expect that one to come, and maybe that's what they're working on. Maybe that's why we haven't really seen anything else, but who knows at this point. But Warzone seemingly getting kind of left behind. But that is everything we know about the Season 4 leaks. Let me know what you think of all of this down in the comments. Personally, I think the Fallout crossover event is going to be pretty cool. I'm very curious to see what they do for maps and things like that for that one. Hopefully they add like an actual Fallout map. That would be amazing. But anyway, I hope you enjoyed the video. Thank you so much for watching. Let me know what you think down in the comments. And as always, until next time, peace.
We are reaching for the stars, but we're made